Hey guys, and welcome to the recap of PMRC Europe versus Africa. My name is Maxman, and today I'm going to be joined by Kiali to have a little bit of Africa perspective this time around. And a lot of stuff happened during this event, and we had some great rivalries that were born. And the main rivalry, of course, did come to the conclusion, Kiali, that Europe is in fact the better region.
In collective numbers, you mean? People remember titles. Champion went for Africa, so we won, Europe lost.
Details. You know what? We are going to be diving even further into the details, but before that, let's check out a few extra stats to see how close it was between the region of Africa and Europe.
The kickstart for the day one was amazing for Africa. We snatched 2 chicken dinners out of the 6. Of course, it was a split between 6 teams, so having a chicken dinner was a factor to raise the points for the teams, especially for ROG Esports, which was the best consistent team on the day one, balancing between the placements and the eliminations to stay in the first place for the day one.
Yeah, extremely consistent day for ROG right out of the gate, which is super impressive for a team from Africa, but there was Europe, they were still lingering in the shadows here, Kayali, and you're mainly going to be looking at Gladiators that always were going to bring the heat, bring those eliminations on board. And Titan, we had a lot of questions as they transition away from Africa with new players. How is that going to work in PMRC? And I got to say, very successfully so on that very first day. Entering into day 2, ROG Esports not only kept reaching those late game moments like they did in day 1, but started to frag out even more every single match, which is what we wanted to see them improve upon, and that's exactly what they did in day number 2. Though, for the European side, a lot of extra changes were in fact made here, Kayali.
A lot of adaptation happened, and definitely for Major Pride, they were able to claim 2 chicken dinners. Playing center to the zone, playing defense was their key to claim a lot of points on that day, and G Gladiators maintaining their fragility and playing aggressive to maintain their position as a second. The third day, the record day, and definitely was broken by G Gladiators, claiming 3 chicken dinners in one day, 81 points, and on top of that, it was 45 elimination points. They played as aggressive as it possibly could to maintain their first placement throughout that day.
Though if there was anything that really shocked me to my very core, Kayali, in this PMRC event is the amount of hot drops we witnessed on every single map, and most specifically on Erangel. Looking at Primorsk, you had the hot drop of 77k versus Titan, and the hot drop in Rozhok of Mad Balls versus the World of Battles, which unfortunately did cause these 4 teams to not be able to truly compete in this tournament and rank up high on the leaderboards.
Talking about the leaderboards, Falcons claiming their first chicken dinner, and they kind of gave us a glimpse of hope of their comeback.
Heading into day number 4, ROG Esports had a lot of pressure on their shoulders, but as we know, pressure can make diamonds, and in this case, ROG Esports became true diamonds in the rough. Though, Kiali, fair to say, there were some scary moments, especially that one Vikendi to close off the day. That was a little bit scary because it was so close between so many of the teams, but they were still able to retain that first position and overtake Gladiators at the end.
Definitely, G Gladiators fell off their horse. They couldn't take the pressure on the 4th day. They only left with 27 points to be placed as a runner-up. Definitely went back to their bad habit. They couldn't shake it this time.
Oh, Tixie, no, the MVP of the tournament, so there's still been some success to some extent for Gladiators, though. Now we're going to be checking out a quick interview we had with ROG Esports right after they secured the championship, how they were dealing with some of their internal struggles in PMRC.
Для нас переломным моментом стал 3-4 день. На 3-м дне мы сделали очень мало киллов, но плейсмент у нас было нормально. На 4-й день мы собрались и камбэкнули на 1-е место.
Overcoming such obstacles for ROG Esports is definitely an achievement they should be proud of. Looking forward to see their performance at the upcoming challenge.
Thanks so much for joining me, Kayali, for this recap of PMRC Europe versus Africa. We've got even more action coming your way, of course, with PMPL Fall Season 2023, so we'll see you guys there.